Hey guys, welcome again. Andrew from Humble Warrior. Just going to do a little bit of a restorative session here. Got my beautiful wife Jodi coming in to do a class with us. So yeah, we'll just go with the flow and see how long we go. You'll just come to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Just ground down into the space wherever you're at, landing on your mat today. Just gently breathing in and out the nose. Either have your hands over your knees to hold your energy in, thumb and first fingers out to bring in any energy in the environment around. Breathing in for a count of 4. And breathing out for a count of 4. Breathing in for a count of 4. Breathing out for a count of 4. One more. Okay. And while we're in this comfortable seated position, we'll start with a beautiful raising up of the right arm with the inhale. Left hand on the bolster or the blanket, whatever you're sitting on, and then just arch over to your left side, stretching that right side of the body, just opening up that right side. Come back up on your next inhale and swapping over so that left arm rises up, arching over, opening up that left side of the body. Slowly come back down. We'll alternate, 3 on each side. Just flowing with your own breath. A couple of breaths, holding in this position, opening up that right side. And then let the arms come down, nice massage on the shoulder. Lifting up and inhaling. Left arm up. Opening up that left side of the body. Come back to center. Both hands come up now. Interlace. Lift and lengthen. Exhale to your left side. So not mirroring me. Come back up to the center as you inhale. Lift and lengthen. Exhale to your right side. Come back up. Lift and lengthen. Look up between the hands. Opening up that throat chakra again. Nice little backward bend. Just to your degree. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rise up to a mountain. Then we'll open up our hands to cactus arms. Opening up the heart and throat. Allowing love coming into your body. And hands come up. Tall mountain. Hands to heart center as you exhale. One more flow. Warming up the shoulders. Hands rising up. And opening up the cactus arms. Opening up the chest. Looking up to the ceiling. Opening up the throat chakra. Allowing you to speak your truth. And then looking straight ahead. Palms slowly turning to the back. Nice warm up for the shoulders here. Opening up the cactus arms. And then wind those hands, keeping the shoulders and elbows in a line to the back. One more. It's a really good one for getting some nice movement into the shoulders. Come back up. Open up the cactus arms. All the way up. Tall mountain. And then hands to heart center as you exhale. Okay, we'll just pop off our bolsters now. Maybe even use a blanket. Just sitting on the edge of a blanket, just to give your hips an anterior pelvic tilt. Moving forward. We bring our knees into our chest, just rocking back and forward here. Bring the feet off the ground, just rocking back and forth. Engaging the core here, and then sitting forward. Right hand wraps around the knees, left hand rises up. As you inhale, exhale, rotating that hand slowly back around, feeling that shoulder, feeling the range in your shoulders. Have you got any little cricks and cracks as you rotate it, rack around, pushing down behind the hips, lifting up and lengthening as you inhale. And exhale to your left side. So lift and lengthen as you inhale, and exhale to your left. One more inhale, and exhale, twist. Slowly come back around, wrapping the left arm around the knees now. Inhaling this right arm up as you inhale. Pulling length from the tailbone up to the crown of the head, and then slowly rotate that shoulder girdle back around, feeling into the range that you've got. Hand pushes down on the mat, lift and lengthen, and exhale, twist to your right side. Lift and lengthen, and exhale, twist. One more. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, twisting to your right side. Come back to center. Pop off the blanket just on the mat. Then we'll bring our hands forward, engaging our core, and we'll slowly lower down as we exhale all the way to the mat. Nice. Supta Baddha Konasana legs, so feet together, soles of the feet together, knees draping out, and hands out by the sides, palms facing up. And just a gentle rocking from left to right, just opening up the groin and the hips. I like to do butterfly, so just moving the legs up and down, just bouncing the legs up and down slightly. And then just hold stationary, just opening up the heart, chest, hips and the groin. And laying down Supta Baddha Konasana legs. Just gently breathing in and out the nose. Let's engage our Ujjayi breath, that oceanic breath. Slight restriction at the back of the throat. This makes a sound slightly verbal to your neighbours. Just keeping us clear and focused on our breath. And if ever our mind wanders, just acknowledge it and come back to your breath, oceanic breath. One more inhale. One last exhale. And then bring the hands down underneath the knees and just guide your legs back up. Your knees together. Bring the knees into the chest. And if you've got sore knees, you can put your hands underneath your knees. And just bring the knees into your chin up towards your knees. Just rocking from left to right. And then lay your head back down. Lift up the feet and try and grab the outside soles of the feet. If you can't grab the outside soles, just grab your shins. Just coming into happy baby, your version. Just rocking from left to right. Just massaging the back on the mat. You might get a little crick cracking. This is one of my favourite poses. And we'll come into ninja baby where you can bring your left foot into the groin. Extend that right leg out. Remember, this is your practice, so just do what feels good for you. If you're happy to stay in just the original happy baby, just hold there. This is a really good one, ninja baby, to stretch out those hamstrings. Couple on either side. And just come back to a nice, standard, traditional happy baby. One more breath in, and one last breath out. And slowly release the hands, and the knees into the chest, hands around the knees or underneath the knees. And just rock from left to right, chin up towards the knees, with a nice little squeeze, and then release the feet down to the mat. Just laying down, hand beside the head. And we'll do a few bicycle pumps. So left foot forward, hovering off the mat, left elbow to right knee, and then alternate. Right foot just off the mat. Just flowing with your own breath. Engaging that core. Just feeling into your own body. Re-emphasizing bringing that knee up to the elbow, elbow to the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And knees into the chest. Another little rock, chin up towards the knees, and then release the feet down to the mat. Okay, bring the knees back up, hands in a diamond shape, coming underneath the hips, sitting on the sacrum, and just bring the knees to the chest, and let's elevate the legs to legs up the wall. Nice little one for reversing the blood flow in the body. So the hands under the hips are just there like a wedge to hold your legs up the imaginary wall with ease. And while we're here, we'll just rotate our ankles one way, just feeling into the range of our ankles and nurturing our ankles that hold us every day. Then go back the other way. stationary, and then bring the toes back towards the knees, and then point the toes to the sky. Just flossing the nerves through the leg joints. Another really good stretch for the body, for the legs. While we're getting all the benefits of having our legs up the wall, reversing the blood flow in the body, cleansing the lymphatic system, cleansing out any stagnant chi that gets stored in our legs. It's a nice way to just give the body a little refresh. And then just stay stationary for a few more breaths, allowing gravity to do the work. One more breath in, one last breath out, and then bring the knees into the chest. Chin up towards the knees, and then let's lift the feet and let's just rock back and forth a couple of times till we come up to a seated position on the mat. Move our feet out the front, hands rising up tall mountain. We'll exhale, forward fold. And hands just come down onto the shins and slowly walk forward. Nice straight back, don't round the back, just be at your range. Neck in line with your spine, just come to where you are. And stretching out the undersides, all the hamstrings and the legs. Lifting and lengthening with the inhales, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Pulling length on those inhales, and releasing down with those exhales. One more inhale. Last exhale. And slowly walk your hands back up your legs. And now we can just open our legs up, wide-legged, forward fold. Hands rising up, pulling length up to the body. And exhale, hands to the mat, and slowly walk the hands forward to your degree. Now if you like, you can have a bolster here, and just rest on the bolster. It could be a pillow at home. Inhaling, pulling length, and exhale slowly. Every breath you might go a little forward, just opening up all those muscles on the inner legs, just creating space in the groin. Couple of breaths here. Dorsiflexing the feet to the front. One more breath in. One last breath out. And slowly walk the hands back up the mat to the top. Hands rising up, tall mountain as we inhale. And we'll exhale over to your left side. Place the left hand down and just have the right hand arcing over towards that left foot. Just trying to keep the hips even on the mat. So just be don't collapse in and try and grab hold of your foot. Just really opening up that whole right side of the body. Can you feel that? Nice. Left hand keeping you nice and stable. One more breath in, and last breath out. And come back up. Both hands come up to center. Inhale, lift and length. And exhale, that right hand comes down as a stabilizer. And exhale, that left hand towards that right foot. Holding the chest up high. You can even look up under the armpit. Couple more breaths. One more breath in. And last breath out. And then bring both hands all the way up to tall mountain. And hands to heart center as you exhale. Now bring both of these together out to the side. Feet behind you. And let's come up to a tabletop position. You can use a blanket under the hands if you've got sore wrists, or maybe you might like to make fists. So direct line down, and just dropping the belly, opening up the chest as we inhale into cow. And exhale, we're rounding the back and shoulders, and glance coming to navel. Just making sure our hips are under our knees and our shoulders are straight above our wrists. Just flowing with your own breath, your own Ujjayi breath. Just holding at the top of each position, emphasizing getting the spinal fluid flowing through the spine. One more breath in. And one last breath out. And we'll open up the knees wide and we'll sit back to a comfortable Balasana Child's Pose. Now if you've got sore knees, you can place a bolster just on your ankles and sit back on the bolster and just coming forward. If your range isn't quite there, just resting down, opening up the hips, and releasing any tension in the lower back. Few breaths here. One more breath in, and one last breath out. And then we'll come back up to tabletop. And we'll do one nice little downward dog. So tuck the toes, lift the hips to the sky, and just stretch into downward dog. Pushing back, the head back in between the arms, scooching the thumbs away from each other, trying to hug your armpits away from your neighbours, and just left and right of the legs, opening up the hamstrings.
pushing back into this beautiful position, Adho Mukha Savasana. One more breath in, one last breath out, and slowly lower the knees to the mat. And then we'll come forward and slowly lower down with form, all the way to the mat. Elbows by the floating ribs if you can. Inhale to Cobra, straight up the middle, keeping the elbows in beside the floating ribs, and then exhale back down. Inhale up to your left side, just squeezing the internal organs, and exhale back down. Inhale up to our right side now, and exhale back down. Inhale straight up the middle, just letting the hands go off the mat a little, just finding out where you are on your range, using your lower back, and exhale back down. Okay. Now we'll lift up the left leg, grab hold of the left ankle with the left hand in half bow, and then lifting up, pushing back into that left foot, opening up the chest. If that's okay for you and you want to try to lift both legs up at the same time, holding on to the ankles, or you can stay in half bow. Inhale, push the feet back into the wrists, opening up the chest and the throat, and exhale back down. 3 more of these. Inhale, kick it back into the hands, lifting the chest, and exhale back down. 1 more. Kick it back, inhaling into bow, and exhale back down. And slowly lower the feet down to the mat. Forehead on the hands, just resting here. Just breathing in to the process. Just rocking the hips from left to right with a nice little counterbalance. Okay. Now hands beside the floating ribs, and we're going to engage in through the hands, and we're going to push up to knees, onto our knees. That's it. Push up onto the knees. Beautiful. And sit back to Balasana, Child's Pose. Once again, using that bolster if you need, in between the ankles and the knees, or maybe just a little rolled up blanket. You can use anything at home. Pillows and blankets work fine. Couple of breaths here. One more breath in, and one last breath out. And come back up to tabletop. Release the bolster or the blanket. Once again, we'll just sit down on a right hip or left hip, whatever's best for you, and just bring those feet forward. And then engaging the hands, we'll slowly lower down as we exhale to the mat. So, knees up, feet just behind the hips, hands engaged beside the hips. Plant down through the feet, inhale, our hips up to the sky.
into bridge, and then exhale down. Inhale, pushing up to bridge, and then exhale, slowly come down. One more, inhale, pushing the hips up to the sky. And exhale, slowly come down. Beautiful. Now, knees together, feet together, hands out by the sides, holding the shoulders on the ground, and exhale slowly, dorsiflexing the feet to the left side. Come back to center, and then exhale to your right side. Slowly come back to center, cross to the left. Back to center as you inhale, exhale to your right side. Emphasizing holding the knees and feet together. It really restricts your range, and it's just a nice different side stretch. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I learnt this at Santosha at Nusa Lembongan, and I love it. Back to center, then release the feet down onto the mat. Release the feet all the way down, and the hands beside, palms facing up. Just in our final resting position, Savasana. Just allowing your body to relax and lay heavy on the mat. Just allowing the earth to hold you. So just have that feeling of total letting go. Just allowing any thoughts to come into the mind to pass by. Letting go of our Ujjayi breath and just breathing naturally in and out the nose. Just coming to a place of complete stillness. Whenever your mind wanders, just come back to that stillness. Just focusing on that point in between your eyes. Just focusing on the third eye. And just keep focusing on the third eye. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wriggling the fingers and the toes. Rotate those wrists and ankles. Might be a little bit of air cracking in the joints. And I invite you to lift your hands up over your head, reaching up overhead. And then as you exhale, just banana bend yourself to your left side, just opening up that right side of the body. Come back to center and exhale to your right side. Just awakening and opening up that left side of the body. Come back to center and then roll over to your left side in the final resting position, the fetal pose, the birth of anew. Just resting here for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, ground down through your right hand and push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. So you can either use your blanket, your bolster or pillow at home. Cross-legged. Hands to heart center. Thumbs to the third eye. Always lead with good intentions. And thumbs to the heart. And always speak from your heart. Much health, much wealth to you. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you guys. So that was just a nice little restorative session. Nice and calm. Just a few light moves. Love to know in the comments if you like that kind of session, or you'd like a more vigorous session. You know, I do different styles in each time I do a class. So yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments, and if there's anyone that wants to have a certain class, yeah, reach out and I'll accommodate. Alright, hope you guys have a beautiful day. See you on the next video.